Welcome again to God's Union Marriage Ministry YouTube channel. Hashtag GummyTC. I am Eldridge. This is my beautiful and amazing wife, Zena. We want to talk to you guys about session 8 of our book, Avoiding Temptation. The name of our book, in case you're new to the channel, is Intimacy. Growing Closer Every Day. Intimacy. Growing Closer Every Day. I like saying that part, the title.
Hi, welcome again to God's Union Marriage Ministry YouTube channel.
As I said, I'm Eldridge and this is Zena. I go by L, she goes by Z. Today we're talking about avoiding temptation.
That's session 8.
Session 8.
Avoid temptations.
Avoid it like the plague. Run, Forrest, run, if it comes your way.
First of all, I want to go over what are some temptations, because I think what comes to mind when you say temptations is infidelity or affairs.
Floozies,
Yeah.
heifers, dude with the broad shoulders.
Okay, calm down.
Oh, my bad.
So I think that's what comes to mind when people hear temptations, but those aren't the only things that tempt us. And so I think we need to make sure that we're just clarifying that temptations can be outside threats and harmful things to your marriage, but it can also be things like you wanting to cuss your spouse out because they've made you upset. And so that's a temptation that you want to resist.
Ooh, if I didn't know the Lord, I'd cuss you out.
Exactly. Or the temptation to give them the silent treatment for 3 days. You know, or the temptation to
withhold sex.
Yes.
Bad.
Or not meet their emotional needs. So we want to make sure that you are aware that we want to avoid all of the things that will cause you to fall into diverse temptations. Yes.
She went biblical on y'all.
Yes.
Ooh. So, session 8.
Yes.
Session 8 starts off with a scripture for you all just to reference.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
1 Corinthians.
You want to read it?
You want me to read it, baby?
I do.
Oh, let me read it here. I shall read. The temptations in your life are no different from what others experience, and God is faithful. He will not allow the temptation to be more than you can handle or stand. When you are tempted, He will show you a way out so that you can endure.
Exactly.
So, the Bible never says you're not going to face temptation because you go to church and you pay your tithes and you're not committing adultery. There will be all kinds of obstacles thrown in your way.
Yes.
But He'll give you a way to handle those obstacles, overcome those obstacles, and make it through to a great situation being closer to Him.
And I think that's important. I think that you're right. We're not going to be void of temptations.
No.
So we want to make sure that we just know how to handle them when they come up. And I think it's helpful, too, that you should pray for your spouse, too, if they come across temptations, to have a way of escape and to take that escape. Yeah. That's the important part, because we always have a way of escape. We always have something that we can do that's not in that temptation realm. Yeah. So we need to just take that escape.
You have options.
Yeah, for example, with weight loss and trying to eat right, it's tempting to go back to eating bad and eating the wrong foods, but you have a way of escape. That means pick up a piece of fruit or pick up some vegetables, make something that's healthy. Get a healthy choice when you're eating out. You have that escape, but the key is to take that route and not do the thing that's the norm.
Right. One thing that we've noticed is that a lot of couples don't understand how the little bitty temptations can make big problems.
Exactly.
So sit down and talk to your spouse about any temptations they felt. Find out what they are and be able to discuss them.
And don't be upset with them for sharing their temptations with you. I think it's helpful that you know what your spouse is being tempted with so that you can pray for them in that area. It's
always good to encourage your spouse. If you don't encourage them, who will?
Yeah.
You know, and this section we're talking about now is basically I'll talk it over. Because after you read this session, you want to also discuss, how did this affect you? Is there anything that comes to mind for you that I need to be made aware of so I can be a better husband or wife to you? Talk to me. And then you have to sit there and be available and be honest and humble enough, because if there are some things that you've caused that may cause a rift in a relationship, you have to make sure you take yourself and hold yourself accountable to that issue so you can now overcome it.
Exactly. So next steps for session 8, avoid temptations, is to pray for your spouse that they will avoid temptations, and then if they come across temptations, that they take the way of escape and that they do the action that causes them to go the other way and not the norm.
Yep.
Okay, so next steps is to pray for your spouse with dealing with temptation.
Don't get caught slipping. Don't slip. Be sure-footed. Yeah.
This is Zena and Elle, God's Union Marriage Ministry YouTube channel, Gummy TC. Hashtag shared with the world.
Hashtag Gummy TC. Share it with the world.
Yes.
Tell your friends about it. Tell all your friends about it.
Yes.
Peace out, y'all. Love you. Sugar, please. Good sugar.
Yes.
See y'all next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And cut.
All right.
How do you think that went? One too long?